welcome to Drake's Place. Again, thank you for turning in and to the show. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification so you'll know when our next show will be. We're here today, ladies and gentlemen, with a good friend, Mr. Arthur Chaney. He is the president of the 100 Black Men of Sonoma County. He's here today to just enlighten us on what the organization is about, and he's going to give us a little background on himself. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Drake. I appreciate the offer and being in your presence.
I thank you for being here, accepting the call, and you're here today with the boss. I appreciate you.
Yes, my wife Shabette is here with me. She allowed me to come down. She gave me permission to come down today.
Well, that's okay, because she's the boss. She runs everything, so that's why you're here. So, hey, talk to me. So what's going on? How you been?
I've been doing good.
You're looking well. You look rested.
I am. I'm very rested.
You get rested. You retired.
Happily retired. Twice retired.
What? Tell us about it.
Well, my journey started, born and raised in Oakland, California.
Okay.
Go Oakland Tech Bulldogs. My career first started in hotel and restaurant management. Was my first desire coming out of high school.
Okay.
And then I had to change. At one point, I worked for an insurance company. I wanted to be a commercial underwriter.
Okay.
Because I felt that the commercial underwriters were more marketable and definitely more money than the personalized underwriters. And that was my goal.
Okay.
So I was going to night school. They were sending me through these classes. And at one point, I'm thinking, okay, this don't quite seem to be a fit for me.
Okay.
Then I got interested in law enforcement, so I pivoted. Started at Merritt College taking courses. I was going to Laney College,
Okay.
hotel and restaurant management.
Okay.
And I started Merritt College. And I found out they were taking, having classes there.
Mm-hmm.
Subsequently, my friend told me about a job, and I got law enforcement here, and we went to Sonoma County. He said, look, they're looking for some officers. They're primarily black officers.
Oh, that's what they were looking for.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, well, I've never been to Santa Rosa. Closest I've been was to Novato when I was in the Air Force Reserve for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to Novato, to the Hamilton Air Force Base.
Okay.
So this was a new venture, and I said, well, if we go to Santa Rosa, if they offer us a job, this is the perfect job to learn the city and the area. So initially we thought, okay, we'll go there, spend 2 years, and transfer back to Oakland. And so we kind of liked it up there. We were only an hour away.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but it took a year and a half for me to really settle down, because I was, at the end of my week, sometimes I'd get off early. I'm headed back here, but I just had to see more people that looked like me.
Okay, Santa Rosa. Okay.
Sometimes catch the club for an hour and a half before they close.
So, Mr. Chaney, Santa Rosa, a lot of people don't look like us there?
The population in Sonoma County is 1%.
Okay.
But it has grown, well, the population has grown, and so has the population of blacks in the community, and people of color.
Okay, go on.
But definitely, yeah, it's grown quite a bit. And the first time we were there, man, we saw 2 black people in the first 2 weeks. And it was something for us. And we get home, because we had a shared apartment together at time together, and I saw another black person. We didn't even go up and talk to them. And one of the gentlemen worked in he lived in San Francisco, but he commuted up here to one of the stores at the Cottingtown Mall. Before we knew the Cottingtown Mall, it was a small town for us. It was like, Cottingtown. We were like, okay, what is Cottingtown?
Mm-hmm.
So we had to go find Cottingtown just to see what it was. We found it's a mall.
Okay.
But that was a big thing. Well, for Sonoma County at this time, it was.
Okay.
And the Cotting family was very instrumental in and around Sonoma County.
Okay.
So, yeah, I moved up there in 1980, went to work for the city of Santa Rosa. And my friend Daryl Robinson and I, we actually came on board at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And we both were actually retired from the city of Santa Rosa.
Okay.
And for 7.5, almost 18 years. And I retired from there, took a year and a half off, enjoyed raising my son. I got a call from another friend who used to work with me up there, Ken Jones, who's now in the San Francisco DA's office.
Wonderful.
So he said, so our joke was, I was always called midday, I'm looking at Jerry Springer.
Okay. Okay. All right.
How crazy that show was.
Okay.
So he would say to me, boss, we got a position that's coming open, and I need somebody here that I know I could trust.
Okay.
And the law enforcement background was right on par for what he was looking for.
Okay.
And so Mr. Hallinan, Terrence Hallinan was the DA at the time, and so he calls me up. He says, one day he says, listen, put your application in, and I'll call you and just be ready to go.
Okay.
So about a month or two later, he called me up and said, can you come to work tomorrow? I said, no. I got to make provision and make ways for my son, because I'm raising my son there.
Right.
So that happened pretty quickly, and then I thought my plan initially was to work there 5 years, be vested, and walk out the door.
Okay.
So it took close to 5 years. I'm thinking, okay, my father always taught me to plan ahead for retirement.
Okay.
And this offered me a second retirement. And so I thought, okay, I'll stay 10 years, enhance the retirement,
Okay.
put more money away in deferred comp,
Okay.
thinking ahead, long
Okay.
range.
Yes, sir.
About 5 or 7 years into it, I'm thinking, okay. Then I got involved in the union,
Okay.
and then I became a chief shop steward,
Okay.
and I played on the role of as the president as well, and doing the negotiation team. That's when I met this gentleman right here.
Wow.
Yes.
What? He met me. Yes. And we had a good time.
We did from day one.
Yes, we had a good time.
This man always dressed.
Oh,
always.
thank you. But you were a dresser yourself. Yeah, but we became good friends just dealing with negotiating contracts with people's lives for the
that's
city of
it.
San Francisco. That's what
That's
we were
it.
doing.
That's it. It is very, very important. And so then I thought to myself, all right, Arthur, if you stay 15 years, again, you can enhance your retirement,
Okay.
enhance your deferred comp, planning for the future.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a commitment to myself. I said, I'm going to stay 15 years. I would suck it up and I would do it.
15 years with the city. You're going to do it.
And then I said, I don't care what happened there. I am walking out the door. So that's what I did.
Okay.
I stayed at, but when I made that commitment, there are many days, you're sick, you don't feel like hurting, you're hurting. I just know I got a plan. And when you have a plan, it's so much easier to get up and go to that job. Now, mind you, my days start at 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning
That's a long day.
to get up and to make it to work. One part I was starting at 7 a.m., which worked out beautifully because I get off at 4, but I still didn't get home till 6 o'clock was a good day.
Wow, that's right,
So-
because you caught the bus, the Golden Gate Transit.
Correct.
That's right. That's a long
Correct.
day.
So yeah, and we get delayed on the bus, which happens all the time. So my days could be 15 and 16 hours long, and I'm supposed to get 6, 7, 8 hours sleep. Supposed to.
Yes,
And that really
yes.
happened. Because I still would sit up with my son and edit his homework. There are some days when I have to get an hour and a half or 2 hours of sleep because it's my commitment. But as a parent, it's just what you have to do, and I didn't mind doing because I know it was a requirement to be. It was my responsibility as a parent.
No, definitely.
So I never would complain about that. Never would.
Wow.
So, as I said, I got involved with the city through the union more deeply.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did my time, and I was approaching that end. I remember you guys had to ask for they want to make who wants this holiday off that holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, listen, this is my 13th or after the 13th year. I said, listen, you guys, go ahead and take the deal. I'll go ahead and work the holidays because after next year, I'm going to be gone. So you guys enjoy it, and it didn't bother me to let the younger people have their time off and enjoy it because they got to fight for it for years later.
Right.
And so I worked the holidays, no problem at all. I was happy to do it for them.
Okay.
And I left. A lot of people came to the going away session for me, and it was nice and emotional because I did make a lot of good friends there.
You did not?
Friends. I did.
Okay.
Oh, I
okay.
did. I got a lot of good friendships
Okay.
there.
Okay.
And when you working on the behalf of the colleagues, as
Yes, sir.
you said, the union steward and representing the chapter.
Right.
In that chapter, I think we had over 130 people, at least 100 that lines that were part of our contract.
Okay.
So now, I several years after I retired, I joined actually my wife and I were at the golf course,
Okay.
the fairgrounds.
Oh,
And she
that's right.
just
You're a
didn't-
golfer. Okay.
Yeah, I love to play the game. Love the game. Still working on it.
Okay. Okay.
And so I saw this gentleman walking towards us. Being from Oakland, born up on the streets, you always got that six so somebody's coming at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't hit me to that point
Mm-hmm.
that to get to the 100 here in a moment. It didn't hit me to the point that it was a danger, but he kept coming. So I turned back to her and I was talking about something. Then I see him still coming. It happened to be Bill Clark. He's the president. Oh, that's Bill. I'm like, oh, okay. He's the president. He was the president at that time.
Okay.
So we talked about it for a while. Then I became a member of the 100.
Okay.
And a few years down the way, just a couple years ago, Bill had to leave and go. He had to work with his consulting business. He had to go to Southern California for a couple of years.
Okay.
So he asked me if I'd be interested in stepping into the seat. As
Okay.
an actor, I said I was interested, but I had to be voted in. And fortunately for me, the gentleman did vote me in as president. Now I'm getting to finishing off with mentioning about our collaboration with the Redwood Credit Union in Santa Rosa. We're going to be covering things like financial goals, money habits, money decisions. To help the young people understand the spending decision, how it affects them. Setting long-range goals and creating a budget. Understanding bank strategies and the banking business itself. Understanding credit, the benefit of it, and why it's so important. Because, if we don't teach these things, they're going to be missing something. This is things they have to know. Again, this is part of that lifelong learning.
Right.
And when I was saying at Reverend Coffee, you said when you know better, you should do better.
You should do better. That's absolutely right. You're right.
And so, if then we can teach them, and things that you are taught, it doesn't always take hold right away. Just like a seed, it doesn't grow out of the ground instantly, but the seed's been planted. If you nurture it and care for it, then it will grow. And that's that knowledge we hope that young people grow with knowledge as they grow older, which we all should.
Okay, when you say young people, are you talking 11-year-old? Give us the age group for the young people.
Well, it's going to be for age 12 to 20.
12 to 20, okay.
Primarily for the disadvantaged students, young youth, that we want to educate them in that, and with collaboration with the Redwood Credit Union. They're very much a part of the desire to educate, provide financial wellness to our youth for the disadvantaged. Yeah, so we're looking forward to it. I mean, we're happy to do it, and man, I'll tell you, I'm excited about it.
You can see it. You as the president of this organization, you can see it. You are the one. You're the one. That's why they chose you as the president, because you have a passion for it.
I do, but again, it's all about the team.
Yes, sir.
It's all about the team. And then you can say my accomplishment. I did. It's about the team. And I appreciate what you said, but it's about the team. I'm a total team player.
Yes, sir.
And again, I work with some great, fantastic men. I just marvel sometimes. I just sit back and just listen. Look around the room with the brothers. Yes, and getting in conversation, man. But now I'll tell you, intelligent. Not just good, but they are intelligent men and willing to share.
Yes, sir.
And my father said to me when I was very young, what good is knowledge if you don't share it?
That's true. That's absolutely true.
It just stays with you. It helps no one.
That's true.
So that's. I mean, I love doing it. I love doing it.
Now, do you guys meet at you have your an office complex? Where you guys meet once a month?
We actually meet when we're having our meeting pre-COVID. We have rented a space down in what's called Work Petaluma. We have the conference room there is where we meet on the second Tuesday. Second Friday. Every month.
Second Friday of every month.
Now, in the COVID era, we are now doing it virtually.
Got it. The Zoom.
Yes. The Zoom. Yes, it's good. At least we get to see anybody that's probably being on a conference call. Where you can't see anybody, but with Zoom, it's good to see everybody.
Now, one thing, with the organizations, do you guys accept donations? I mean, what I mean by donations to keep the organization going for the youth.
Yes, thank you for asking. Yes, we do. We do accept donations. Gladly accept donations to help for the person running our organization, but more so for our scholarship fund. The last 26 years we've offered scholarships as well. And so, and another thing with collaboration with the foundation. And so that is something we do. In fact, donations are gladly accepted and very much appreciated.
And then we're going to have all the information at the bottom of the screen, how to contact you, the website.
If I could say it, our website is 100B MOSC.org.
Okay.
Or if you type in 100blackmen of SonomaCounty.org, you will get us.
Good. Okay. And we're going to have all that information at the bottom of the screen and also when the credits roll. Okay, please. The floor is yours.
Okay. Well, again, we have an annual fundraiser, which is a golf tournament.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And last year, because of COVID, it was canceled. Now, we are scheduled for July 16th of this year.
Okay.
2021, excuse me. And it's
God
going to
willing.
be, yes, God willing, if this COVID flies by, that we're going to hold it at the Windsor Golf Club in Windsor, California.
Okay, that's a little farther up. Out.
Yeah,
Okay.
just 2 cities north of us, just a few miles north.
Okay. Okay.
Nice location.
Okay.
And so hopefully we can have a huge turnout for all you golfers out there. Come up to the wine country.
Okay.
Come in if you want the day before. Enjoy the area. It's a beautiful country up there. Nice place.
Okay. We'll have you back on the show before then too.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Great. So, your mentor. If I'm hearing, I'm a little slow. So you mentor young men. You give scholarships to young men. Educate young men.
Not only young men, the young women as well.
Okay.
The young men as well. We can't leave out the other half of our youth.
And
who are very
feminist groups coming and
no
protest
problem.
signs. Yes, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Welcome.
Yes.
And there's one particular lady, which I can't say the name because she's a youth, and I'm looking forward to helping her.
Okay.
And this one in particular lady, I've spoken to a couple of gentlemen on our organization, and one has met her and can tell she's a very intelligent lady, brilliant young lady.
Brilliant.
And she's in the 9th grade right now, but she's already targeting a higher education, and she's so focused right now.
Wonderful.
So focused. I have another friend of mine who now she wants to be a judge.
Okay, that's right. So, and you probably have judges in your organization, lawyers in your organization.
If they can't join it, they'll just be a judge because they can't be in an organization that will. I think it's against their. I want to say by their.
Really?
Yes.
So a judge loves your organization and they cannot become members. You just educated me. I did not know that.
Yeah.
They got to separate themselves.
Correct.
Interesting.
I can't think of the right proper word, but yes, they want to stay out. So they want to show any. They want us to come within their purview, and then they will have any bias. They don't want them to be in that position.
Okay, that probably makes sense. Okay,
yeah, it does. Professionally, it makes sense.
Okay, it makes sense. Yeah. Okay, got it. Please, the floor is yours. Continue, man, because I'm excited about the 100 Black Men. This is interesting, because I don't think I've really heard too much about the organization.
Well, it's a national organization. It actually spawned out of New York City back in the 1963.
Okay.
In the Civil Rights Movement.
Okay.
And that's where it all started.
Okay.
And it's spawned out across the country. There's several chapters across the United States and internationally, in Europe.
Okay.
I can't forget what I want to say England, but I'm not absolutely sure about that.
That's an old
And
organization.
there's 7 chapters in the state of California.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I've met quite a few of the presidents here. We're in Sacramento for it. We met a lot of politicians up there year before last. And so we are Legislative Day, as we call it.
Okay. So again, 7 chapters in the Bay Area,
No,
California.
State of California. Yes.
Okay. No chapter in Oakland.
Yes, there's the East.
Okay.
Yes, there's a chapter there in the East. I would say East Bay of the Oakland, California.
Okay.
I think one in San Francisco.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, Sacramento, and Fresno I keep saying in the Marine. Empire Inland down in San Bernardino, Riverside County,
okay.
Los Angeles County.
Okay.
And I'm forgetting someone, but yeah, up and down the state.
So we do know there's 7 in the state of California. Got it.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. You got someone probably giving you a call. And also, ladies and gentlemen, on Drake Place, you always can call in if you want to, some dialogue. 707-501-9064. Too bad we didn't have phone calls today to speak with this young man, but he'll be back again. Floor is yours, sir.
Well, thank you, Reggie, for having me here today. I very much appreciate it.
I am glad you're here. I am glad, and I thank you for last minute jumping in your jet, crossing 37 to get here. We're going to talk soon. I'm going to have you on before the golf tournament in July of 2021. And again, we hope this coronavirus thing is over with. Let's keep our masks. We got to be safe. Again, this is all the show. This man was here, Mr. Chaney, with his beautiful wife. And again, thank you so much for tuning in to Drake's Place. Good night. Ants Cakes by the pound. Old school pound cakes with a new school twist. Served in the San Francisco Bay Area. Ants Cakes by the pound. RDC Custom Clothing. We specialize in custom shirts, custom top coats, custom made footwear available. Custom made suits. Give us a call, 415-745-6866. RDC. Custom blazers. Custom made jeans. Reginald Drake #1 men's fragrance available. Our quality is like Hyundai or Mercedes. What would you like to drive? Reginald Drake Collection in the beautiful city of downtown Vallejo. Email us at reginalddrakecollection@yahoo.com.
Like Noah made the yard. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a gal. Man thinks about the little bitty baby girl and the baby boys. Man makes them happy, 'cause man make them toys.
Reginald Drake Collection. Give us a call. This has been a production of Drake Television Studios, Vallejo, California.